What are your thoughts on the structure of Philippine movies or dramas, especially in terms of tropes, archetypes, similarity in terms of concepts or storytelling? What do you think can be done to improve it? Start with Marvin this time. A deep sigh.
But I want it to be different. You know how in comedy, do you know the name George Carlin?
No, who's that?
Like, there's really like he's a very controversial person. More like what's it? Like, he brings people to the edge of these are very taboo, but people laugh anyway, and they're laughing because should we be laughing about this?
True, true.
I want movies like that.
It's funny, but it feels bad to funny to be funny.
It feels bad to be funny. I'm so glad we're all laughing together. I'm not a douchebag because everyone's laughing with me. Woo! So I want to bring back the one film fest movie I like, which is Saving Sally, because it works like comedy in my brain.
Mm-hmm.
In that sort of way is that I remember the plot being a very dark one where he was trying to save his friend from a very difficult family background, but the presentation was very colorful.
What's it about?
There were two friends, and I think so. His friend was about to commit suicide because of family issues.
You have to be the word.
Oh yes, yeah. Sorry. Unalive herself because of family issues.
Yeah.
This is how I want movies to be changed. Like, if you make it so that we'll think a little bit more, not just the formulate. I know. Okay. It's the highs and lows. Romantic comedy and whatnot. Then everybody gets the happy ending and they're celebrates. So that's why
Transformers has a lot of hate. Because it's a very so far. It's mindless.
it reflects a lot about. It tells a lot about what the preferences of Filipinos are.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, true. There was also a counter argument, now that you mention it, that a greater majority of the films that are shown in MMFF are greatly influenced by what producers think people will like. So again, we're going back to that popularity thing now. It's difficult to sell something like Saving Sally to a community who does not view such issues as issues. And it's really predominant here in the Philippines.
Yeah, the community who doesn't view issues as an issue.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't think of it that way though.
We don't see the issue as an issue. Like for example, and again, I don't hate Vice Ganda. There's this on circulating. Again, I haven't seen it. I only basing it. Again, don't quote me. I'm only basing this on what I'm seeing on social media. There's this show, a noontime show. In that show, apparently one of the guests tried to kiss a female. One of the male guests tried to kiss a female guest, and apparently, the ongoing issue is that Vice Ganda called that person out because it was not blah blah blah. But apparently, Vice Ganda is getting a lot of hate for it because Vice Ganda embarrassed the male participant or contestant. And what I didn't like about it was that they showed a similar event in the past where a male guest kissed a female guest without consent. And instead of being called out for it, Vice Ganda was actually cheering them on.
Oh, it's because with the looks?
Yeah, it's because of the look. So again, it all boils down to that. And another example that I can tell you when certain issues are issues that people don't consider issues, especially here in the Philippines, is the fact that we don't really care. We care, at the same time we don't really care. It's this weird paradox of we care because our favorite person or actor cares about it, but we don't really care about it that much. That's why we're very shallow when it comes to it.
I think it's until our figurative pockets have been touched.
Yes, exactly. And then you can't make people who don't care.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fair.
Especially to people who don't view something that's supposed to be an issue
As an issue.
as an issue, like teenage pregnancy or pedophilia. I mean, come on. Pedophilia. I mean, how many of our famous people, very questionable,
By the way, guys, if you're in a relationship and the age gap is big, that's cool and all. But if you're in a relationship and they're a teenager and you're in your 40s, guys.
I think there's like a good math formula
yes,
there.
half your age plus 7.
Yeah, half your age was 7. Yeah, like.
Wait, there's a minimum. There's a threshold.
Of course.
You start at 21 years old, half your age plus 7 is 18. No matter what you do, the math
Oh,
is
there, the floor. We have to put the floor there.
So you start doing the formula if you're 21.
Yes.
So if you're at 21, you don't care. Oh my god!
I'm not gonna bash people with whose age differences are huge.
Of course,
I
your parents are.
I will technically not yuck anyone's young, but the threshold is my threshold is very clear.
Again,
Judge people.
as long as they're no longer considered a minor, yeah. But in the Philippines, consent is consent. No,
Remember, minors can consent. Minors can consent.
Yes,
So it still falls under consent.
Yeah.
Wait, Philippines 15 is consent? Age of consent?
11 is consent.
Oh god.
Okay, never mind.
Philippines, we gotta do something about this.
Dude, we gotta evolve forward, not backwards, bro.
Wait. Our collective mental states have just shifted to something more serious. Let's go back to the question.
Yeah, go back to the
I'm
question.
so sorry.
This is your fault. I blame you.
Yeah, I have an opinion.
Yeah, go. Yeah, finally. She does not abstain, ladies and gentlemen. Give it up for Gail.
Yeah, I can summarize my opinion to one word. I find Philippine dramas dragging.
Yes.
Hello, ang probinsyano.
I was thinking about that. Like, who's your favorite?
Why though?
Who is he? Does he count as a hero?
Why though? Why do we have to produce one episode every day for 5 days a week?
Yeah, and then we go to other Asian countries. 1 episode, no, 2 episodes per week.
2 episodes a week.
2 episodes per week is already a lot. That's pushing it.
And local broadcasting networks like GMA and ABS lied to us.
What do you mean?
Imagine the Korean dramas that we watched growing up.
Oh, because it's a new episode every day, right?
Yeah, it was a new episode every day.
Because
and it lasted for like 3 months, and then when Netflix was introduced, which is 16 episodes. Kind of like how the conundrum of Mr. Bean only has how many episodes?
10 episodes.
Yes.
I memorize them all.
They're only
10.
Yes. Yeah, the live action version 10 episodes, yeah.
Those were an actual episode. That's why they're all.
What?
They all
Why
go
do I
in a
think
loop.
of them to have so many?
Because they cut them into 3. Into scenarios.
One episode is like cut into 3, so like they show like the first part and then goes to ads. The second part goes to ads.
That's why it feels, and each section feels like its own thing.
The original Scooby-Doo only has 16, I think.
Yeah, and here's what makes it worse. If you pay close attention to how long an ad versus actual film is in a series, you would notice that as the years progress, the ad time gets longer.
Actually, ad times right now reach like 60% of the whole timeline.
So, just to make this clear, because there is
Watch on YouTube. We don't have we do have ads.
So if you're watching on YouTube, try YouTube Premium for no ad experience.
YouTube. Baka naman.
Hey.
I'm just saying this. So there might be a generation that watches this who don't understand the difference between ad times on YouTube or online versus traditional TV. So traditional TV, or the ad times are long.
Yes.
And so the typical 30-minute episode isn't 30 minutes. It's close to like 22 minutes.
No.
Back then that was back then it was 22. Now it's even less.
It's like
And then the show time, they allocate it for like an hour and a half.
Yeah, an hour and a half.
10 minutes, 13 minutes
Because-
in total.
Because we need to put so much ad time. The more popular it is, the more ad time.
Heck, the Dinobots had more screen time.
Yeah.
And that's saying something.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Okay, go back.
Yeah, but to be fair with Provinciano, there's a recent drama that's also lagging for me. Like Can't Buy Me Love. Yeah, it's a
Nope,
Netflix.
we're gonna get.
No, it's okay. It's a short.
Less than 10 seconds, it's okay.
Yeah, it's a Netflix drama, so it doesn't have ad times.
Uh-huh.
But I really liked how it had a strong start. It had a really strong start, good storytelling. Like one episode, the first episode was really packed with the storytelling. I know it's mystery and love story and family. But then when I got to episode 2, episode 3, I found myself like skipping, like
Yeah.
scrubbing forward or hitting fast forward.
So you're on
I
your
think-
phone, you go like
I think-
tap tap.
I
I
got The
think-
Walking Dead scene.
No, for me, the way I see it is like, for example, if a series actually does well and for some reason it's making a lot of money, the producers don't want it to end. That's why they drag it, because they can get more money out of it.
Yeah.
And I think that basically ruins the entire thing.
That's why
Yeah,
animes
it's-
have filler episodes.
Yeah, it loses a lot by doing that. And
That's next week.
Next time.
Or that's for our next podcast.
Yeah.
to be announced. If you guys make this success, help us reach a certain number of likes. How many likes?
Thank you.
1,000 likes, and we'll do a podcast on anime and whatnot.
Okay.
But anyway, so why the story was dragging? What's the film? Why is it dragging?
Yeah, I agree with Jules. I agree that whenever it gets
No, I
traction,
meant story wise.
story-wise, Siege mentioned about lazy writing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it boiled down on that. So the first episode, it unraveled how this mystery death happened, and then I was itching to find out who the killer was. And
Detective
then
Conan.
not until the 99th episode did they unravel who the killer was.
And every episode, like how long is per episode?
30 minutes at
Oh,
most.
so they're what do you call this? So formally still for TVs basically.
Yeah,
Yes,
basically. So the way I see it as well is that they do end up dragging it, but at the same time, if you think about it, they tend to follow what The Hobbit did. You're familiar with the story of The Hobbit,
Yes.
right? And how many movies was it? 3?
So basically, every time I sleep, they're walking, and then when they wake up, they're still walking.
People don't understand. Yeah, and people don't realize it. Majority of the time in The Hobbit, they were walking.
Yes.
So that's why
Something so
I never
menial.
clicked.
Something so menial and unnecessary is prolonged just so that the film becomes longer.
Oh, here's the difference though. During the walk of the Hobbit, so they have like dialogues which you can listen to. Majority of the time, like
But the question is, was the walk in itself necessary? Can the dialogues be conducted while they were not walking?
I think it functioned as what do you call that in movies?
Filler?
It's like a collection of
Montage.
scenes.
Montage.
Yeah. I think it worked as a montage just to convey the passage of time. That's okay.
But it
if
was
you-
really long.
If the passage of time is on the watcher's
because
end,
here's the thing, the direct look it has a purpose why it's like that. Unlike in the Filipino films.
No. I'm not saying that it doesn't a purpose. It's trying to follow what the Hobbit was saying.
Exactly. I also
That's
get
what I
this.
say.
A lot of people a lot of people think that way, but they also don't think of the medium they're using.
Yeah.
So The Hobbit worked because it was a movie.
yeah.
It was
So
limited.
the problem is
thing.
with Gail's example.
Partially.
So it
It's a
was a series where you keep following and following. Because people have different thresholds. How many series have you guys watched where you're watching and then you stop because you got bored? I'll pick it up later, never pick it up again.
And here's my problem. I agree with Gail. Here's my problem with that. I'm a literature major. I'm not saying that out of
I heard it say, I'm illiterate.
I'm illiterate. I'm a literature major, and from the beginning, we have been trained
I'm a major
that
illiterate.
whenever a writer says or writes something in the story, it should, in somewhere along the story, it should resurface and it should have a purpose. But most of the time, the Filipino films or series that we watch, they show a car they show some form of significance to a car,
But
but
then
later on it's just
never mind, it meant nothing.
it was just in passing. It was like, oh,
They'll just
okay.
write it at the end of the movie because it was relevant.
Like literally, I forgot what show that was. They showed a car passing by, and I thought like, is that car important? And then they could even show like, oh, maybe the main character was very anxious because she was before. No, he just started the car passed by. Like, what the fuck?
Bleep number 5.
What was the purpose of that shot?
Exactly. Again, when I think it again goes back to what Siege was saying about lazy writing, but also lazy directing actually. But if you think about it, if it does not serve any purpose in the storytelling, why put it there?
Yeah.
Why? So that your story or series gets longer and you can get more ads, and then
Because
you
of
can
product placement.
yes, probably.
That's what I was afraid of. Like, are they putting that there for the
And
purpose?
Transformer.
Bleep
Okay.
that though.
Okay. And again, this is also the reason why I like Transformers because I make fun every time they put weird product placements. Like for example, in Transformers, which one was it?
Dark of the Moon, where
not
they had
Dark-
that car.
No,
Was it
No,
Dark of the Moon?
no. The one where they made their own Transformers and then they make like GBL.
yeah, no, that's Extinction.
Oh, that is usually.
The one with the Dinobots. No, that's not what I'm talking about. I think it was Dark Side of the Moon, where for some reason there was a Victoria's Secret bus.
Yeah.
And then for some reason,
Yeah.
a Mountain Dew vending machine. No,
Yeah.
it was probably Extinction. No, not Extinction. But yeah, Extinction. Where all of a sudden, a vending machine for Mountain Dew transformed into a Transformer. Was like,
I will say
was that necessary?
I will say a movie, and I'm pretty sure that if you guys have seen it, you know what product placement is has been shoved so much in this movie. Power Rangers.
Oh,
They have something there that's irrelevant, but it's so
Wait,
shoved in
movie?
your
The movie?
Yeah, the Power
I
Rangers,
haven't
the
seen
movie. Have you guys seen it?
I barely remember it.
So there is one product there that is shoved so much in your face.
Was it the one before the boss fight?
But not just before the boss fight. It's Krispy Kreme,
Oh yeah, the whole Krispy Kreme story.
right? So
Oh, the new one.
Yeah,
the new one.
Right.
I was thinking of when Tommy was the White Ranger. Was like,
no. The
I
latest
don't remember
movie,
it. I don't consider the new one canon. I'm sorry.
They had a training montage in a Krispy Kreme where the Yellow Ranger and the Pink Ranger are fighting for the last
Even
piece.
Golda went into a
Even
Krispy Kreme.
Golda went into a Krispy Kreme, and when everything was ravaged, what they were looking for was underneath a Krispy Kreme. So,
How much did Krispy Kreme pay?
Krispy Kreme, baka naman.
but I'm just saying that I get why they would drag it on because they want to fill a certain number of minutes where they shove a product in your face.
No, I'm not gonna give them a pass on that though. If they're gonna drag it on, at least put something interesting in there.
Yeah, like having a vending machine transform.
Yeah.
It translates better in movies
Yeah.
than it does in
No,
shows.
I think I can blame the writers on this one. Because they put like, let's say they put like a set of like, this is how the story is
Now,
gonna go.
the way I see it, the formula is something. The way, because I have a tendency to like see the again.
Yeah.
See, I think the formula goes like this: writer writes a story, is able to cast a very popular actor. Once the popular actor is casted, it goes reaches out to other people. Hey, this person is gonna be here. Let's include your product. Or the popular actor that was casted is already an endorser of these products. So hitting hitting two birds with one stone. Let's put your product here as well.
We do that in a lot of Filipino movies. Like on the old Filipino movies I've watched, there's almost always what they call this a billboard that's shown in the background, a certain building with an ad at the back. It always has something that shows.
Speaking of billboard, just out of let me digress a bit. On the way here, the billboard at Barrio Luz is about trust condoms,
Yeah.
and you know what?
Notice.
Of course, the first it was like a hookup thing, and then all the guy said was like, "Hey, I think you're cute," and the girl was already holding a condom. Like, oh, it's that fast now, huh?
Oh,
Anyway, and then Young Hands. A massage parlor named Young Hands. Young Hands.
There's a new TikTok trend where a guy walks up to a girl holding a condom and they just walk away together. It's stupid.
I don't have TikTok, so
Okay,
I'm sorry.
so
How about you, Siege?
I think structures are currently predictable. I both love and hate it.
Okay.
I love it because my mind looks for patterns.
Okay.
And there's a certain, I know what's going to happen. I'm not anxious. I'm just going
I
to
like
see
it
how
when
they
I'm
do
just-
it. So I like how it goes, where there's a predictability and it goes, hey, I get it, I understand what's going to happen. It's just when it happens, how it happens, and how they write it into existence. But at the same time, I think that this is not just in Filipino media. It's in almost everything nowadays. It does get so repetitive. Like you said something about doing something in the beginning where it alludes to something in the end.
Yeah.
It's typically like, oh, this is an heirloom. This was given to me. This is important to me. Oh, this shirt, this book. It's always something that they
This girlfriend
showcase.
was given to me.
It's always something that they show off in the beginning, and then for some reason or another becomes important later.
Yeah.
That's for most American films.
Yeah.
For Filipino films, it's always the tragic backstory on why they're doing this and the reason that drives them. And it always goes back to that pattern that there's a tragic backstory. Even in a lot of there's a joke going around with some of the friends I have where I can tell you everything that happens in the Korean film, right? Like they were either displaced, abducted, they were once rich, they became poor. There's this good looking guy who will look at the unpopular girl. Like it becomes such a trope. I don't want to call it lazy writing because it works. It's already solved. It's a solved. The only way I can think about this is like a Magic the Gathering. There are formats that don't work anymore because it's a solved format. You know the decks that win, and these are the only things that work, right? So you know that in movies, this work, everybody will write it that way. You know that they're going to do something, work for it, whether let's say they work for it and they get it by lying about the position they got. They're gonna go up somewhere, they're gonna get caught, they're gonna drop, a montage is gonna happen, they're gonna find their way back up, and it's a happy ending. It's almost always going to be like that. The only reason that's different in series is like, and Marvel has showcased how it works. Black Widow, Hawkeye, where they just took an entire movie plot and put it into segments. So they go like in the introduction, you just made it longer. Then the fall just becomes a little bit more in depth. Their training montage just turns into an entire episode. It's a lot of solved ways of doing things that I think creates a lot of lazy media. That's why I like it when things surprise me. Like you can always tell what's going on in media and films nowadays or what's good. Like a few years back, everybody was writing about werewolves, vampires, and
Zombies.
right? And then after that, it became zombies.
Yeah, it became zombie romance.
Zombie romance. Then after that, it became superheroes. You know what's coming up now? What's big now? The Monsterverse. It's big monsters fighting big monsters.
Oh, you mean
Godzilla?
King Kong and...
Yeah, it's
No, that's not monsters, just Godzilla.
Yeah.
Godzilla is
Okay.
big now.
Going back to werewolves and vampires, so that's necrophilia, bestiality.
Pedophilia. Vampires are like 1,000 years old.
I mean, Beauty and the Beast.
Oh, by the way,
We don't find an issue in it because
Warm
it's not an
Bodies.
issue for
Warm Bodies was good. Have you seen Warm Bodies?
yeah.
So
and
basically, the cure for zombification is love.
But they know what they are and they pushed on that.
Yes,
Yeah.
but the
It was
cure
fun.
is love,
I don't care.
and that's
But
necrophilia.
But that's my point. It's like it's become so solved that we're just looking for the next trope to shove that solution onto. Like, vampires and werewolves was romance love stories. Then it was dystopian futures where they have a hero that they look at,
But
right?
that's what we call trends.
Yeah, but all of those trends have the same underlying solutions.
Okay. But the thing I like about Western in comparison to the Philippines is that yes, they have similar movies or films, but they only usually last for 1 or 2 films. In the Philippines,
It's been going on. Like, no.
2014, how many films or series came out about the third or the other woman or the kabit?
Almost all of them.
Okay.
Yeah, three of them, like.
How many? Even up to now, we somehow romanticize this whole third party thing. It's like I don't
know why.
And this is another example of
That answer like one great love.
oh.
Yeah, it's about come on.
I mean, I'm concerned is that this is supposed to be an issue. We talk about we're so against divorce, and yet we can't somehow censor or not censor, police these types of things being fluttering on our media. So we're so against divorce. Let's not go with divorce.
But cheating is
Cheating is allowed. Adultery is fine. Divorce is not.
No, it just becomes just to neg on this topic a little bit more. It just becomes so dumb that we say that we can't have this, but we romanticize the reasons why. Oh, it's because it's love, so it's okay if it's love. Like it's always going to be a form of why or why not, and it's like it's okay because they're meant to be together. So why weren't they together? Why don't they go through the process properly? But
Why not divorce and then they can be together? Why not? So why are we so against it anyway?
so going back to my main point is in Filipino media, we use the same solutions on different
Yeah.
looks. What
Yes.
was that? What was that? The show you were talking about?
Can't Buy Me Love.
No, the one that's been dragging on forever.
Provinciano.
Provinciano, right? It's been going on forever, but it's the same loop that goes around in circles.
It's like Detective
Is this
Conan.
still going?
Yes, it's still going. They're
No,
in
it's
season
done.
2 now.
Yeah.
Season 1 is done. They're
No,
on season
it's
2.
done, right?
It's done.
Yeah, it's
done.
done.
It's not. It's like 500 episodes.
No, that's the
Is it
thing.
done, or they have
it's-
season 2?
No, let me put it this way. It's finally done.
So it's like that, right? But if you look at the underlying reason for Provinciano, you take that, look at the FPJ movies. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
Different actors, different plot, the same movement.
Crappy acting.
Yeah. Because I'm not looking at
I'm not.
the plot.
You can cancel
I'm
me
not
for that. I
looking
don't
at the
care.
theme.
I don't like the actor.
Yeah. So I'm not looking at the plot, the theme, the time period, or anything there.
What's the name of the actor?
I forgot. I don't
Coco
care.
Martin.
Yeah, it's
Coco
Coco
Martin.
Martin. Yeah, it's Coco Martin.
So their plot has been what I was saying. They have a story. They
Yes,
do
he's more
something,
handsome than I am. I don't care.
They do something about it. They succeed. They fail. They prove why they should succeed, and they're happy again.
Okay.
It's all the same premise all the time. It's the same wavelength.
So,
it's the same thing.
In the study of patterns, there's actually what we call a hero's journey. No?
Exactly. That was
That's
what I
it.
was
That's a
gonna say.
hero's journey.
So you have
Yeah,
to also.
but that's right because the hero's journey is it's proven to work, but I don't see Filipino films or series following that. There is no such thing because the thing for hero's journey is there's somewhere in the comfortable zone.
Yeah.
There's something they have to change before they start the comfortable zone, right?
Yeah, but they start at an uncomfortable zone.
No, there's some a comfortable zone and then something that they want or need that pushes them to the uncomfortable zone, which makes them change. Then they fully change. Then now it's the uncomfortable zone again. Now my issue with the Filipino film especially is that they're in the comfortable zone. There's they want something or they need to change something, but the whole world changes for them.
Yeah, but they all follow more or less the same premise. That's the only thing I find boring. So going back to the main issue, or to the main thing that we were talking about, the I don't know what needs to change. That's not my field. I enjoy movies casually. I'm one of those guys who will binge watch all the Godzilla films because they're fun. I will, just like Julius was saying earlier, that I like watching films. with
Why
my
are we
brain.
talking? We're talking about what would you change?
What would you change? No, exactly. I don't know what needs to change, right? Because I'm telling you, this is the premise I see.
Okay.
This is the movement I see.
So that's the thing that you want
Yeah.
to change.
I want something new. It doesn't have.
He's
that-
falling on
no,
himself.
that doesn't
This
have
has
to change.
happened.
No, that doesn't have to change.
Yeah.
Something new just has to add onto it, because we will always fall back on what we want, on what we find comfortable. Watching things like that will always be comfortable to me, even if something new comes out, even if something better comes out, a new pattern, a new movement, a new something. I'm gonna enjoy that, but I'm also still gonna enjoy the past. I don't think that it needs to change. You just need to have more. because you have a lot of movies following the same pattern. I want a lot of movies having different patterns so that they're not, we don't know which one we're looking at.
More branches.
Basically.
Yeah. Okay.
In research, you call that indexing. So that's index what? HG.
I have no idea. So yeah, that's my.
Okay, thank you, Zeech. You're done?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so angry about this one.
Yeah, I think you're angry about half of the.
No, I'm just angry in general. In where Filipino films are.
So,
Or
Inside
media.
Out 2 is coming out. This guy represents anger.
Yeah.
No.
Obviously.
Have you seen Inside Out 1 where
Yes.
there's like the leader, like
Yeah.
Joy.
Command
Joy is like the leader of for Riley. For the mom, it's sadness.
Yeah.
Mine, there's a leader. Everyone is just anger. I just hate this. Almost cursed there. The situation.
You can curse all you want, bro. You have to believe it.
You're the one who deletes it.
You better thank me, future me.
Future you was like, I hate you.
So anyway, yeah, okay. What you're saying? What are your thoughts on the structure of Philippine movies and dramas? I'm not even gonna start complaining about the storytelling or anything like that. I'm gonna first complain about the nepotism.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's the biggest issue because I've seen the
Worst actor.
worst movie I have
one?
ever seen.
Which one? Name drop.
Joa Bulls.
I haven't even watched it.
I have no idea what that is.
that.
Oh,
Yeah,
never heard of
I've
it.
heard
I've heard
I
of
haven't
that.
seen that.
My brain went to Lunchables.
I
Why did you watch it though?
I was curious. The first 5 minutes, I was
Curiosity
like,
killed the Carl.
yeah, curiosity. For the first 5 minutes, I was like, I almost puked, literally, like physically puked, because it was very jarring to look at. There are rules in filmmaking. The one basic rule is do a 180-degree line, do the 180-degree camera. So the camera should always be there and never here, because when the film starts, it's going to be jarring when both speakers are all on the left side. They didn't follow that. It's like filmmaking 101. Who are you? Oh, yeah, nepotism. Never mind. You just have enough money to create a fart film. And I hate everything I hate.
That's disrespectful to farts.
That's true. I'm sorry, farts. I love you. You make me healthy.
I just realized this that I was like, my day is calm. I should watch something to piss me off.
and to think, I haven't even said anything yet aside from the whole how many adultery films have we watched or distributed. Let's go back to nepotism. How many shows do we have that revolve around the same love team?
No, wait. No, let's go back here.
He wants to be angry. He's like, I have one mode. Angry.
No, I have 3 modes. Angry, angrier,
Angriest.
hungry.
Oh,
Hungry.
okay.
Okay, so that's maybe guys right. Nepotism, someone gets to make a film who does not know how to make a film.
Yeah.
Second is, why do our lighting suck? It's all so flat, like we're just in a studio. Have you seen any Filipino film that has a good depth? Have you seen one? Give me one. The best I could think was that scene in General Luna, the artistic one scene.
Actually, Muroami had a lot.
No, wait.
Oh,
Who filmed that?
I forgot.
Was it an indie film?
No. It was MMFF.
It was an MFF.
Oh, but it was the older ones.
Then why are the yeah, the older ones are.
I don't watch the Filipino films to tell you lighting. I just wanted to say something.
No, actually, the older ones were good. So what happened somewhere in, I blame Derek Ramsey for this one. Somehow along the way, when Derek Ramsey had all these cheating movies.
Yeah, it's always him.
Yeah, I know, right? And then,
Derek Ramsey. Bakit?
We tag Ellen Adarna to this.
Oh no.
and then that's why it kind of after that the Derek Ramsey scenes where they're all like cheating, all the colors are like lighting or like majority of them are like really flat.
I think it goes back to what we were talking about earlier, where the basic IQ of the Filipinos are like are pretty low. Again, I'm not.
almost everything's shallow.
Are you smart shaming our fellow Filipinos?
Oh no! If
dare
they're watching, then they're smart.
If you're smart, click that subscribe button.
Let's go.
Just kidding.
No, I'm not.
On the comment of flatness. Yeah, like I have this certain mode where I can remember like superhero films in the past, and for some reason
You can
the
remember
colors there's no dynamism. The only variety there is the color in their costumes.
Yeah.
And everything else.
Actually,
Well,
Everything
in
else
defense
is-
of the older film, I really like the older films, even though they are reminiscent of Bollywood because the people somehow break into song and dance in the middle of the Banyo Queen. Anyway, I remember Andrew Ian.
Yeah, I know the song you're thinking of. It's a TikTok.
This is Jaiho. That makeup thing. Okay.
Yeah, that's the one. Anyway.
Where was I? Oh yeah, I really like the older films, but you have to understand what they had to work with in terms of technicalities in comparison to what our newer directors are able to work with.
Because it's kind of beautiful.
I mean, I understand, but
Yeah.
No,
like
it's not- it's a
for something that was like 1990s, 1980s, it looked like it had the same qualities in Adam West Batman.
Yeah. Well, that's saying a lot.
No, the
I can actually see that as a compliment instead of a critique.
no,
Like, that much of a gap?
no.
Yeah.
Usually, going to back to Carl's point, I think you're right. A lot of films that we have the same flat feature.
Yeah.
Because, as I was saying, I'm not saying that the intelligence of the Filipinos is really low. It's just that we're
You just
very
did.
easy to please, right? And it doesn't take smart people and not so smart people can be pleased by the same thing.
Yeah.
It's just the thing is,
Boobs. Oh, sorry, bleep.
what was I saying? No, I can only think of that.
See? You see?
See, you are pleased by that.
So, it's not. You have to have a lot of insight to.
Oh, let's call it insight.
No,
Okay.
to movies to be able to accept the difference in hues, in lighting,
Yeah.
in the way it's portrayed, and to a
Yeah,
lot of Filipinos, we just don't care.
No,
No. Those actually have a significant effect on your viewing.
Yeah, but a lot of people here don't know why they like it more, like it less.
Yeah.
They see a main character and they gravitate towards.
I mean,
that.
again,
no. I think it's also because
emphasis.
no, nepotism. Still falls on nepotism. They don't know. Shit.
Bleep.
To be fair, there are some of them who are good.
Yeah, Gerald. Gerald.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah, that
Anyway.
guy.
For me, per se, aside from the whole adultery thing, it's like I really don't understand that. Then you are, by choice, limiting the possibilities. I mean,
Yes. They don't
it
care
becomes
because
aside from the story or the plot becoming redundant, the people that we are seeing also becomes redundant. And then I mean, I have nothing against the love teams, but how many movies have we seen that have the same love team?
How many times can we tolerate the same actor looking into the camera saying "I love you" to the same person? And
Exactly. How many times will we? And then, do we really feel the same killing every time?
no, it's something like I
I
said.
can't
It's
believe you're
marketing.
defending this.
No, I'm not defending this. I hate this actually. But if you think of it business wise, it
works.
It works.
Yeah.
Because we don't have that good much of a star power. If it's the same with Hollywood. If you're gonna make a movie and then you're gonna put Robert Downey Jr., that's star power there. Our star power comes from our love team.
But
That's
that's a problem because before the whole love team thing, we had star power.
I blame entirely. I don't blame the studio on this one though. I blame you.
Nepotism.
No, this goes back to what I was saying.
You disagree
And
more than
I'm going to get cancelled for this because
Yeah,
I'm
we blame
basically-
you.
because
That's why it's
I'm
called
ba-
TBH. We
I'm
get
basically
cancelled.
calling the people, the Filipino audience, idiots. I'm a Filipino audience. I'm gonna say this. I become dumb with some things. just because I like watch. I talked about it earlier, right? Like I get Filipino baited so much. I know it's Filipino baiting, but I get drawn to it so much. The thing is, it's yeah, I agree. It's marketing. It's just that we gravitate towards what we like again and again
And that's why I understand why studios do love.
yeah, and it
Yeah.
becomes lazy. Guys, step it up.
Don't say it lazy, man. It's
They're working
smart.
hard for this.
It's smart.
It is. They found a solution. They're
No,
sticking to
don't
it.
say the studio is lazy.
I didn't say the studio was lazy.
You said the writing is lazy.
That's not just the studio.
Oh,
Because
yeah,
people
that's
can
it.
write independently.
Yeah, no, I completely defend the
This
studio.
for
This one.
signs of abuse.
You know, wait, you know who I blame? Why this works so much?
Siege.
No.
What?
A lot of people finding themselves in relationships and situations they want to get out of but can't.
Projection.
Projection.
Is that why people like Derek Ramsey's movies about cheating? Guys,
Question though, is it because you are being cheated or are you being?
Are you the reciprocator or are you the
are you
recipient?
the
In
cheater?
the comments.
Are you in the comment section?
Are you the cheater or the cheated?
Guys, right? Tell
Or
us
the
about your
cheat
about the time that you were cheated on, and if enough of you guys write, we might have a podcast about cheating.
Just reacting to your stories.
Also that.
I actually wanna, maybe in the future wanna tackle like in Filipino romance movies. How much of the red flags are the men
And the women.
and the women?
A lot. I mean, yeah, okay.
Look, I blame Jollibee for this.
Why?
You know how much we love spicy chicken?
I don't
That's the only red flag everyone likes.
Speaking of Jollibee, Jollibee actually has a really good stories in their ads.
Yeah. Oh my God,
Their
yes.
ads are better than
It's
a lot of
so
movies.
fire.
Yeah, even wait, have you seen
Ito, para sa paborito kong apo, si
Wait,
Gina.
Jollibee, baka naman.
No,
Anyway.
then if they like, there's a lot of like good. Yeah, actually that was McDo, I think.
I actually really do like the
Karen
Jollibee,
po.
Jollibee musical short commercials in between of like it's OA, it's over the top, but it's done so.
So you know what's making rounds using that OA-ness though? Just Cola.
Really?
Remember the you haven't seen that commercial where
Oh,
the kid
RC.
Oh no, not just
RC, there you go.
where the back of the mother
Yeah.
I mean
And it turns out that her head
the
was.
head's RC. Like,
Yeah, but anyway, if you made like the Jollibee ads just extended to one whole long movie, I would watch it.
He
It's
almost
really
said
good.
he almost said a
Because
bleepable word there. I felt it.
I felt the
I
bleepable.
always have a bleepable word.
I'm gonna call you Mr.
somewhere in
Bleepable.
Bleepable.
Please subscribe to Mr. Bleepable. Alright.
Okay, so
So to
Oh, wow. What do you think I can improve? How do you think can be done to improve? What do you think?
where's the how? I don't see the how.
hey, what do you think can be done to improve it? You're tired.
No, I'm just hungry. What do you think can be done to improve it? I don't know.
Everything.
No, yeah.
Change
just nuke us, please.
What? Wait, it all goes back to what I said earlier.
No.
It's the same tired pattern.
No,
New
I
patterns,
think
please.
what's good would be if we introduce them with good movies and explain it to them why. Because I do love my mindless movies. I'm a sucker for what do you call this? Nicholas Sparks. I love
I don't like those.
Yeah, I'm a sucker for it. I love the Notebook, A Walk to Remember, The Message of Battle. I love those. I love romance movies. Secretly, yeah, it's Touch of Fury.
I want more Godzilla films. I'm sorry. I'm so into the MonsterVerse right now.
What if we combine the two and have a Nicholas Sparks Godzilla film?
So instead of them doing
They're gonna get together. Oh,
they're gonna
yeah.
get together and
So
like,
instead of Kong and Godzilla punching each other, it's like, bakit na?
True, and then they create a Godzilla King Kong hybrid,
How would that even look?
chicken with arms.
Oh no.
Chicken attack. Okay, let's go. Cause
All right. Now we move on to the second game for the podcast.
I'm just gonna lose, guys. It's just
And
I
the
have
name
5 points.
and the title of the game is Guess the Song.
Okay.
So basically, I am gonna play. No, not me, but Google is gonna. So what I did was I took OPM songs.
Uh-huh.
Place it on Google and had Google read them. So
Oh.
basically, Google is gonna read the lyrics of the song, and everybody needs the first person to guess the title of the song wins.
Okay.
Alright.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, that
Okay,
makes
that makes sense. So I'll play it here.
Oh, you played here. Okay.
Battery 100%.
See, 100%. Wow, sana all. 100%. Oh, it's gonna ruin your mic though.
Oh, okay. I'm just gonna mute this one here.
The Bluetooth, the band.
It's going to ruin your mind. I mean,
What's the name of
that's
that?
for future Carl to worry about.
We'll begin with something very easy. Okay, let's just play.
Do we say our name?
Yeah, you just say your name. If you wanna guess again, just say your name. Let's start
Ako'y
with
sa'yo, ikaw ay akin. Ganda mo sa paningin.
Siege,
Ako
ako'y
kayo'y
sa'yo.
nag-isa. Sana ay tabihan na. Sa
Cars,
ilalim
sa'yo.
ng puting ilaw. Sa dilaw na buwan. Sigaw. Sa dilaw na buwan.
Alright. 3, 2,
I
1, go!
I had the
Very
answer.
good.
I just wanted to watch them struggle for it.
Okay, Carl
I had
won.
nothing.
So Carl, okay, that's easy. Again, please wait for the song to finish before you say your name.
Okay.
So I'm glad you got Carl Buwan. Dili Carl
Vibration.
Buwan.
I had,
Like both of you are
this was one of the times I had the correct answer. I'm like, which of them is going to yell it first? I'm just watching right now. I'm lost. I'm just going to watch.
It's your name.
Okay, next. Listen to the song.
Then check it out.
Tila ako'y nakalutang na sa langit. Ngunit nalulunod sa iyong mga ngiti.
Jail, tala.
At kung hanggang dito lang talaga tayo, hindi pa babayaan ang daang tinahak na kapiling ka. At kung umabot tayo hanggang dulo, kapit lang ng mahigpit, aabutin natin ang mga tala.
Si Sala.
Please, Tala. Very good. Again, please listen.
It's following instructions. Well, guys, that was Gail's point. I just stole it.
Congratulations, Siege.
So this is the meta now. Wait for them to slip, then follow
Okay.
instructions.
Not
We're gonna
happen
slowly
anymore.
start making it a little difficult, okay?
That was easy.
Those were easy. This is the third one.
Maulan ba sa inyo pag bumubuhos dito? Paumanhin at mukhang hindi ko. Masasabayan ang iyong yapak sa pagngiti at pagiyak, sa paglipad at pagbagsak ng araw-araw, sa pagpikit na lang kita, matititigan sa mata, sa panaginip na magpapaligaw.
Marvin Panaginip. Yeah.
Is this like the title is like a place in Manila?
Yes. This was really famous.
Ulan
last
sa
year.
Tondo? Is something like that?
Huh?
Siege ulan sa Tondo.
Very close.
Siege ulan.
It's in English.
Marvin Gaye.
Karen,
Siege rain in Manila.
Gay, it's really Manila.
Oh, yeah,
Rain in Manila.
Siege got it. Siege got it. It's raining in Tondo.
Guys, the meta is working. Wait for them to scream the answer. Say my name and
It's
I win.
raining in Tondo. I know there's hari ng Tondo, but there's no raining in Tondo. Okay.
Wow, it's working, guys. I'm on the board.
Okay, this is a little bit.
I'm stealing.
I don't know
these.
these songs.
Neither do I.
I don't know
You don't
this.
listen to them?
This is a little bit
I have a
difficult.
different community.
This is a little bit difficult. This is the fourth song.
Bakit ikaw pa ang napili? Ngayon ang puso ko ay sawi. Kay simple lang ng aking hiling. Na madama mo rin ang pait at pighati. Sana'y magmilagro. Mabalik ko. Mali ay may derecho. Pinagdarasal
Mali ay may
ko
derecho.
sa aking puso na mabura na sa isip ko.
Mali ay may derecho.
Karen, Celos?
Clue, the title is not in Filipino. It's not English as well. It's something closely reminiscent of Spanish.
Gay, Pantropico?
That's Filipino.
That's Filipino.
Oh, yeah.
Siege, milagro.
Close.
I don't know if I told the song.
Starts with a letter P. It's 2 syllables.
Gay, Porke?
Very good. Porque. Porque.
Ah, wait. Is that
Siege because.
Contigo. Yeah, that one.
Yay, Marvin knows knows it.
Marvin knows it but has not said anything.
I know that. What I know is the.
That's actually that.
You know what? Why
That's actually that.
That was what's playing in my head. Why are there no words?
Lyrics.
There's no
You
words.
know the melody.
This one's a little easy. This one's a little famous.
He forgets to press play.
Kung hindi rin lang, ikaw ang dahilan. Pipilitin ba ang puso kung hindi na masaktan?
You know this
Kung
one.
hindi ikaw ay hindi na lang. Pipilitin pang umasa para sa ting dalawa. Giniginaw at hindi makagalaw. Nahihirapan ang pusong. Pinipilit ay ikaw.
Isn't that like?
Carl, mahal ako.
No. It's that song. I know the Bisaya verse like kung dili ikaw.
You just said the title.
Sis, kung hindi ikaw.
No.
It's in Filipino.
Carl, kung
Sis,
hindi
it's not
ikaw.
you. It's not you.
It's in Filipino. You went English.
I know. He already said the answer.
You know, it's wrong.
It's wrong. It's lacking one word.
Kung hindi ikaw akin.
Sis, kung hindi rin ikaw.
Oh yeah, he's got it. Very good.
I know the song.
The
I know the song.
The meta is working.
The meta is working. Let's go.
I know that. I know there was a clip that I saw that
Okay, next song. Next song.
the singer sang it in Bisaya.
Yeah.
This one. It's a little famous as well. Not little, it's really famous. Favorite breakup
Saan
song?
nagsimulang magbago ang lahat? Kailan nung ako'y di na
Wait for the
naging
song to
sapat?
finish.
Ba't di mo sinabi nung una pa lang? Ako ang kailangan, pero di ang mahal. Saan nagkulang ang aking pagmamahal? Lahat ay binigay ng mapangiti ka lang. Ba't di ko nakita na ayaw mo na? Ako ang kasama, pero hanap mo siya.
Siege. Fuck, I just had it.
That's not a
Siege, sana sinabi mo. Dili?
One more.
Sana. Is this Monica de la Torre?
Yep.
I know the song.
It's one word.
The title.
It's one word.
Oh, this is the song that released after her separation with her husband.
Yes.
This is the song that after I broke up with my ex, you guys played in the car and I was at the back moping.
See, this is the difficulty about songs.
Huh?
I'm gonna put this over there.
Why?
Para diligid ako.
That's okay. It's okay. It's good. It comes out clean.
I can hear the tune in my head.
See, that's what
One
happened.
more.
Can I use my phone?
No.
No.
One more time.
Saan nagsimulang magbago ang lahat? Kailan nung ako'y di na naging
Starts with
sapat?
an P. One
Ba't
word.
di mo sinabi nung una pa lang?
Filipino words starts
Ako
with
ang
a P.
kailangan,
My favorite
pero di ang
song,
mahal.
Tagalog words are
Saan
P.
nagkulang ang aking pagmamahal? Lahat ay binigay ng mapangiti ka lang. Ba't di ko nakita na ayaw mo na? Ako ang kasama, pero hanap mo siya.
The word uyab appears in this title, although it's in an anagram.
Marvin Paguya.
Gil, paubaya.
That's the word. I was like,
When you said, I was like, the moment is
Sorry,
Very good, Gail.
No.
Thank you
When
for
I
the technique, Sage.
no when you reacted, I think I said that word.
Let's move on to
Jill, the meta works, right? The meta works.
Alright. Next song.
Di ba nga ito ang iyong gusto? Oh, ito'y lilisan na ako mga alaalay ibabaon.
You know this.
Kalakip ang tamis ng kahapon. Mga gabing di namamalayang. Oras ay lumilipad. Mga sandaling lumalayag. Kung saan man tayo mapadpad. Bawat kilig na nadarama. Sa tuwing hawak ang iyong kamay. Ito'y maling akala. Isang malaking sablay.
Yes, you're right. This is Ben and Ben.
Whoa.
Imagination.
Di ba nga, don't you stop?
Siege, imahinasyon, ha?
What?
No, I'm joking.
No, sir.
Di ba nga ito ang iyong gusto? Oh, ito'y lilisan na ako mga alaalay ibabaon. Kalakip ang tamis ng kahapon. Mga gabing di namamalayang. Oras ay lumilipad. Mga sandaling lumalayag. Kung saan man tayo mapadpad. Bawat kilig na nadarama. Sa tuwing hawak ang iyong kamay.
Also means
Ito'y
imagination.
maling akala. Isang malaking sablay.
Second word, isip.
I was just thinking of the, when you said it, I lost it. Oh.
Carl, sa akin isip.
No.
2 words, Carl.
Yeah, you said second word is isip.
Oh, so sa aking
Fine.
You have a lot of bloopers for this one, guys.
Si kanyang isip.
Huh?
Kanyang isip.
Isn't it
Gail.
Marvin Katang Isip?
Very good! Finally, Marvin is in
The meta is working against me. I should know the answers as someone else answers.
Marvin is in the board. On the board.
Let's
Next.
go, Marvin.
This one.
Hindi record ang score?
So it took so long.
Later after this.
Okay.
We have 3 more.
My mind was
Sana
forcing-
sinabi mo, para di na umasang may tayo pa sa huli. Sana sinabi mo, hahayaan naman kitang sumaya at umalis. Sana sinabi mo, para di na umasang may tayo pa sa huli. Sana sinabi mo, hahayaan naman kitang umalis.
Before you say anything. Huh?
Siege Sana.
Okay, never mind.
I know the song.
I was gonna
was
say,
so
the
muffled
title of
in
the song was mentioned in the song.
Yeah. It's
It works away. It works against it because it keeps repeating.
yeah.
Yeah, that's what that's why I
It's the
use
same
this.
thing. So Spotify used to have Maoy album that our sisters loved listening to. So they placed it, and I was in the car with my sisters. Right. This was right after my breakup with my ex.
Which one?
The one after college.
Damn. Which one?
So he might not look like it, but he's one big Casanova. Let's stop that there.
So
This is the last one. Not the last one. Second to the last one. A little bit more difficult.
Give us some rock, man.
Di ko na kailangan lumunok ng bato. Hindi maladar na to. Aandar ang makina ko. Tanging mekaniko. Ay ako lang ng moni-moni ko. Sa daming pinagdaanan. Nagpatong ng istoriko.
surprised you know the song.
Usyo sa mga chismosong halikat. Pumanhik na rito
Before
Di
you say
naman
anything,
talaga
let me get
madali aminin ko pa man o hindi. Sa likod ng mga tagong paghikbi. Kayamanan kong hapdi. Panesto. Laging alisto. Kahit pa si Mephisto. Tiklop pag nag-beast mode na bihis ko.
This is actually a rap, and it was
Yeah.
produced by a boy group. Recent.
That's good. I mean,
Yes. Which one though?
I don't know this song.
I don't know the title.
Gold.
Gail. Gento.
Very good.
Gail is on the roll.
Yeah. Because the
You have not gotten one wrong.
Tang tang.
yeah.
You have not gotten any.
Yeah, because I saw.
And this is the last one.
Not the melodies.
If whoever gets this, I'll give you 2 points because this is a very annoying song.
From following your footprints in the sand, to walking with you on this island, guided by the grip of your hand, I can feel you're holding my world. Ano ba itong nadarama? Oh shucks, ito ba'y pag-ibig na? Totoo ba ang pinadama? Cause boy, it feels so good. Bawat araw mas
Before you say
sumasaya,
anything, let me give it a-
magmula nang makita ka, nawawala ang pangangamba, pag ika'y kapiling na.
Gail. Pantropico.
Wait, can I listen to what's the melody of this one?
Tan 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 tan.
How do you?
He's good
It's
at melodies.
everywhere.
I know.
You can just cut that out, but the
No, it
it's
wasn't
fine.
10
It's just that's
No, guys, no. The reason why it sticks so much is that melodic thought was taken from somewhere, and I can't remember where.
Oh, okay.
Oh, there was actually a comparison to that. I'll send it to you.
So yeah.
And that ends our segment. Currently tied for the lead, Gail and Carl at 6 points, followed by Siege at 5, and
Huh?
Marvin up to.
I had 1 point at the beginning of this.
You got